Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotion. So thank you again so much for our time together. It's Resurrection Sunday morning. We've got great children's musicals all day in East Campus and Main Campus. And then we're going to be having Pastor Soriano preach for us this morning at South Campus. I'm going to let my voice heal up a little bit, and then live video feeds of the children's musical down at South Campus for the rest of the day with the kids. And by next year, we'll be in our new building. In South Campus, you'll have your own children's musical because we'll have plenty of space for rehearsals and everything, so we're greatly looking forward to it. On this Resurrection Sunday morning, I want to take you not to the Gospels. I want to take you back to our Old Testament passage today. There's a little passage back here that is absolutely beautiful. It's in the book of Judges, chapter 6. Early in the morning, Jerubbaal, that is Gideon, and all his men camped at the spring at Harod. The camp of Midian was north of them in the valley near the hill of Morah. And the Lord said to Gideon, "You have too many men for me to deliver Midian into your hands, in order that Israel may not boast against me that her own strength has saved her." Now, forgive me, when you're getting ready to go to war, you would like as many men as possible. But God said, "Gideon, you're too strong, because I don't want you to think that you've done this on your own." Now, there's a principle that you and I need to learn about this. Sometimes we can be too strong that we don't need God's help. Sometimes we can be too strong that we're not going to get God's help. Now, if we want God to help us, then we need to make sure that God gets all the glory, and there's no question in our mind that this was done with the help of God, that we recognize that this was a supernatural thing, that this was not just done in our own ability. I challenge you. As you begin to move toward building a business, as you begin to move toward buying your dream house, yes, of course, we count the cost, and yes, of course, we have good sense. But I also want to challenge you of a principle of faith. Sometimes you can be too strong. Sometimes you need to realize, I don't have enough strength to do this. I don't have enough money to get this house. I know that God wants me to get it. God has spoken to me about this house a lot. God has spoken to me to start this business. God has spoken to me to go after this promotion. And you know that in the natural, you don't have the ability. Please forgive me. Don't worry about that. Because sometimes, as Christians, we want to be in too strong of a position. And God looks at us, and like he did with Midian, says, "You need to send some men home because you're too strong. I want to make sure that I get the glory for this." So sometimes if you find God reducing your strength, don't be scared. Understand, he just wants to make sure that you and I know that he did this and not us in our own strength.